The end of electric cars. Toyota's new technology that scared Tesla. The global automotive industry is undergoing a historic turning point in 2026. After years of claims that the future would be entirely electric, real-world limitations have become impossible to ignore. Insufficient charging infrastructure, long charging times, and severe depreciation of used electric vehicles. This situation has opened the door for a strategy once mocked but now proven visionary: Toyota's. While many manufacturers bet everything on batteries, Toyota focused on reducing carbon rather than eliminating engines. The result is the buoyant hydrogen internal combustion engine, which keeps traditional mechanical components, pistons, gearboxes, and engine sound, while emitting only water vapor. Refueling takes just 3 to 5 minutes, with driving ranges already exceeding 800 kilometers, removing charging anxiety and fitting seamlessly into existing habits. This technology also protects millions of industrial jobs, lowers maintenance costs, and ensures long-term resale value, something electric vehicles have yet to demonstrate. Toyota's broader multi-path strategy goes even further. Alongside hydrogen, the company is preparing solid-state batteries for 2027 to 2028, promising up to 1,200 kilometers of range and charging times under 10 minutes. In Brazil, the impact could be even greater. Hydrogen can be extracted from ethanol directly inside the vehicle, eliminating the need for dedicated hydrogen stations and strengthening the country's biofuel advantage. Markets are already reacting. Hybrid sales are rising, electric-only sales are stagnating, and the idea of a single all-electric future is fading. Electric cars are not disappearing, but the belief they would dominate everything is over. The future will be diverse. Electric cars for cities, hybrids for families, and hydrogen for long-distance driving, heavy work, and those who still love the emotion of driving. The end of electric cars. Toyota's new technology that scared Tesla. If you bought an electric car in the last 2 years, believing you were securing the future of your garage and protecting your financial assets, I suggest you stop everything you're doing and pay close attention in the next few minutes. What we're going to reveal today here on the Auto del Domani channel isn't just a market shift, it's a historical correction happening now in February 2026. For the entire last decade, we've been bombarded with a single, absolute narrative. They said the combustion engine was dead and buried. They said the future would be 100% battery-powered, and that anyone who didn't accept charging cables would be condemned to obsolescence. But today, the global automotive landscape has suffered a silent earthquake, and the epicenter of this shock wasn't in Silicon Valley with Tesla or in China with BYD. The blow came from Japan, from a giant that was ridiculed for years, called backward and stubborn, but which has just put on the table a technology that scared Elon Musk and made German engineers go back to the drawing board. We're talking about the end of the plug-in dictatorship and the rebirth of the combustion engine, but in a way you never imagined. Is the electric car as we know it numbered? That's what we're going to analyze now. To understand the gravity of what Toyota has just done, and why it instantly went viral in tech forums, we first need to look at the harsh reality of the beginning of 2026. The honeymoon with pure electric cars is over. Tech enthusiasts have already bought their models, but the general public, the masses who need a car for work and long-distance travel, have encountered barriers that the advertising didn't show. Charging infrastructure hasn't kept pace with fleet growth. The time wasted at charging stations, and especially the collapse in the resale value of used electric cars, created a real climate of panic in the market. Anyone who tried to sell a 3-year-old electric car realized that the depreciation was brutal, much greater than that of a traditional combustion engine car. It is in this vacuum of uncertainty that the strategy of Akio Toyoda, the former CEO and visionary chairman of Toyota's board, proved correct. He warned the world repeatedly that the enemy was not the engine, but carbon. And now Toyota presents the solution that validates this thesis and puts the competition in check. The technology that's giving Tesla sleepless nights isn't the battery-powered electric car, nor is it the traditional fuel cell car like the old Mirai that used silent chemical reactions. We're talking about the new hydrogen internal combustion engine. Pay close attention to the difference because it changes everything. Toyota took the mechanical engineering that has dominated engines with pistons, connecting rods, crankshafts and valves for 100 years and modified it to burn hydrogen directly in the combustion chamber instead of gasoline or diesel. The result is a machine that keeps the soul of the automobile alive. It has the engine roar we love. It has the mechanical vibration that connects the driver to the car. It uses traditional manual or automatic transmissions. But what comes out of the exhaust is not toxic smoke, soot, or carbon monoxide. It's just pure water vapor. Why is this so revolutionary and dangerous for the hegemony of electric vehicles? First, because it solves the biggest problem of our time: infrastructure. Nobody wants to wait 40 minutes or an hour to charge a battery in the middle of a trip. With Toyota's hydrogen engine, you can refuel in 3 to 5 minutes, exactly as you do today with gasoline, and gain a range that already exceeds 800 kilometers in the most recent tests with high-pressure tanks. This negates the main competitive advantage of Tesla's supercharger network. If you can refuel quickly and drive a lot without changing your habits, the heavy and time-consuming battery loses its purpose for travelers. According to this technology, it saves the industrial economy. The forced transition to electric vehicles threatened to lay off millions of workers who manufacture pistons, rings, and transmissions around the world. By maintaining the engine block, Toyota preserves the entire production chain, guaranteeing political and economic support from governments that feared mass unemployment. And third, and perhaps most importantly for your wallet, is maintenance and durability. Electric cars are essentially computers on wheels connected to a giant chemical battery. When the battery degrades, the cost of replacement often makes the car unviable, turning it into premature scrap. A hydrogen combustion engine, on the other hand, is made of steel and aluminum, noble and durable materials. If a part breaks, any qualified mechanic can repair it. This guarantees that the car will have resale value in 10 or 15 years, something the used electric car market is still struggling to prove. But Toyota didn't stop there. Their strategy is called multipath, and this is where they surround Tesla and Chinese automakers on all sides. While launching the hydrogen engine to save sports cars and heavy-duty pickup trucks like the Hilux, they are about to begin commercial production of the famous solid-state batteries. This is the second secret weapon that complements hydrogen. Promised to reach the mass market between the end of 2027 and the beginning of 2028, the solid-state battery doubles the range of current electric vehicles, reaching 200 kilometers, and reduces charging time to less than 10 minutes. In other words, Toyota is telling the market, if you want an electric car, we will have the best in the world with solid-state technology. If you want combustion and excitement, we will have hydrogen. Meanwhile, the competition, which bet everything on current lithium batteries that are heavy and flammable, risks being left with a gigantic stockpile of obsolete technology. Let's bring this to our reality in Brazil, because the impact here is even deeper and more positive. Brazil has a natural vocation for biofuels, and Toyota knows this better than anyone. Hydrogen engine technology interacts directly with our ethanol. There are already prototypes and advanced studies from the brand tested here on national soil on systems that reform ethanol. What does this mean in practice? It means that you fill your car with regular ethanol at the corner gas station that already exists today, and a system inside the vehicle extracts hydrogen from that ethanol to be used in the engine. This would eliminate the need to build expensive hydrogen refueling stations and solve the biggest logistical bottleneck of this technology, which is the transportation of the gas. If this becomes commercially viable, Brazil will become a global energy powerhouse, and your current hybrid flex fuel car will become much more valuable than an imported electric car that doesn't adapt to our infrastructure reality. The reaction of the financial market does not deny the facts. Shares of purely electric companies are experiencing extreme volatility, while traditional automakers that have stuck with combustion engines, such as Toyota, are seeing their stability return. The consumer voted with their wallet. In the United States and Europe, hybrid sales skyrocketed in 2025 and continue to grow now in 2026, while pure electric vehicles have stagnated in dealership lots. This is because hybrids offer the security of not being stranded, and the hydrogen engine is the ultimate evolution of this concept, offering zero emissions without battery anxiety. Of course, there are technical challenges, and we need to be honest here. Storing hydrogen in a car requires ultra-high-pressure carbon fiber tanks to ensure safety and range. The production of green hydrogen, that is, hydrogen made with clean energy, still needs to become cheaper to compete with gasoline. Critics, and especially Tesla fans, correctly point out that the physical energy efficiency of directly charging a battery is better than producing, compressing, transporting, and burning hydrogen. In laboratory physics, they may be right. But in the real world, in day-to-day logistics and consumer psychology, convenience trumps efficiency. People don't want to change their lifestyles to serve the car. They want the car to serve their habits. And in that, refueling in 5 minutes and hearing the engine roar beats any cold mathematical argument. Furthermore, Toyota introduced an innovation in its prototypes, such as the Corolla Cross H2 concept. That seems like science fiction, but is real. These are special filters that capture carbon dioxide from the atmosphere while the hydrogen engine runs. Tests show that the car literally cleans the air while you drive. The engine sucks in dirty city air, retains harmful particles in the filters, and releases clean water vapor. Imagine the marketing power and social benefit of this. Instead of being blamed for driving a combustion engine car, you are actively helping to clean up city pollution. It's a masterstroke that takes away the monopoly on ecological virtue from electric vehicles. Another point that strengthens Toyota's position is its partnership with other legends of Japanese engineering, such as Yamaha. Yamaha developed a 5-liter V8 engine, powered entirely by hydrogen, that delivers 450 horsepower. This engine has an 8-into-1 exhaust manifold that produces a sharp, harmonious sound that would make any old Formula One fan cry with emotion. This proves that the technology is scalable, serving everything from compact cars to high-performance supercars. The message is clear. The future doesn't have to be boring and silent to be sustainable. So answering the burning question from our title, is this the end of electric cars? The honest answer is no. Urban electric cars will continue to exist and evolve for specific niches. But the dream that all cars would be electric, that combustion would be banned by decree, and that Tesla would be the only relevant automaker in the world, that dream is over. The bubble has burst. The reality of 2026 shows a plural and competitive future. We will have small electric cars for the city, hybrids for families, and hydrogen for those who travel, work hard, and love to drive. What does this mean for your money today? It means extreme caution. If you're thinking about buying a car now, think twice before investing all your capital in a pure electric vehicle with current technology, unless you are absolutely certain of your usage profile and have guaranteed charging at home. The risk of obsolescence with the imminent arrival of solid-state and hydrogen fuel cells is real and measurable. Hybrid cars and modern combustion models, especially those from brands with a history of durability like Toyota, are proving to be much safer havens of value in this turbulent transition period. The used car market is already pricing this in, and those who don't realize the shift will lose money on their trade-ins. The technological war has been declared, and the trenches have been dug. On one side, electrons and digital silence. On the other, hydrogen, mechanical engineering, and emotion. Toyota has proven that its century-long experience in car manufacturing cannot be underestimated by software companies. They waited, observed the mistakes of others, and are now ready to dominate the next era of mobility with products that people actually want to buy, not just those that governments want to force them to buy. And which side are you on in this historic battle? Do you prefer the instant acceleration and silence of an electric car? Or do you miss the noise of gear changes and the freedom of refueling in 5 minutes that hydrogen promises to bring back? Your opinion is crucial because it's the consumer market that will ultimately decide who wins this war. Leave your honest comment below, as this is the most important discussion of the decade for those who love cars and want to protect their wallets. Don't forget that the landscape changes every week. New patents are registered, new tests are released, and prices fluctuate. That's why it's vital that you subscribe to the Auto del Domani channel right now and activate notifications. We are monitoring every move of these giants 24 hours a day to bring you digestible and up-to-date information. The future is tomorrow, but you have the privileged information today here with us. I am the presenter of Auto del Domani, always bringing you the truth about the cars of the future. A big hug, drive safely, and see you in the next video.